So, this has become quite a pain, and, you know what, here, I'm gonna show this for, be right back with you guys, 1 second. Sorry about this, you guys. If you're watching, my apologies. Still have yet to figure out how to fully get this thing to work for me. The computer would not work right. Let's try. Oops. Almost. Okay. Actually, I'm okay with that. Take my hair out of the ponytail. Alright, now for me to be able to see the comments as they come, my apologies. Let's see. Let's see. My videos. Sorry about this, you guys. Trying to get it so that I can see and read your comments as they come up. Right now, I am recording on my phone because I could not get my let's see. Your videos. There should be one streaming that I can be looking at. Okay. Okay, let's try this so that I can. Done. Save. Still trying to get things set up so that I can actually read the comments and whatnot. Okay, I think I've got it going. Okay, and now I can see the comments. All right. You guys, I've got a couple of fans on. I will either turn them off or turn them down. Are you able to hear me okay? Thumbs up for yes, thumbs down for no, or I don't know. Can you hear me clearly, even though I have fans going? Let's see, okay. I got a thumbs up from Straight Jacket Paranormal. Okay. You guys, topics for today. Let's see. That's supposed to say Miami. Will be you know what? I will do. Okay, my bad. I'll save Miami till after I tell you. Okay, first things first. What I've been up to. What's next? / Miami. And then we're calling this after that. Okay. What I've been up to, followed by what's next / Miami, and then after that will be the last thing that we talk about. My apologies for getting this going so late, and for those of you that are on my Cameo fan page, my apologies for not having gone live last week like I thought I was going to do. But wow, super excited to be talking about what will be going on, but before I get there, I should obviously talk about what I have been up to. Excuse me. And the answer to what I have been up to is not much, just working. And I say that in a no, sorry, topics in there. The reason why I haven't been up to much, a lot, and I haven't been posting a ton, is partially because I've been working, and partially because of you guys, in that I felt like a major theme that I was getting from a lot of people in the comments is like, is that of, I don't know, there were positive and negative things, and the negative things that I should have taken and made constructive, positive changes instead of just acting like you guys were talking and I wasn't paying attention. One of the things was I wasn't just making videos for the purpose of making videos. I went out and got a job. I talked about that, and then I've been focusing on doing a good job at my job, and consequently I've been really fulfilled and happy that way. And not that making YouTube videos doesn't make me happy, it does, and I want to continue to make them, but it was good for me to be able to take a break and focus on work and make sure that I was doing good at that. And so I've been working at this place where my job is being like a mentor, a coach, a trainer, a person that's there for people that have autism. and it is so much fun. It is, you guys, I literally, on Tuesdays, get paid to go watch movies with people. Like, Tuesdays is movie days, and then we have a day where we go swimming as a group. And so my schedule consists of picking up as few as one, as many as two different clients, and then taking and doing activities with other people in our groups. And it's been so much fun. The people that I work with, both my coworkers and our clients, are awesome people, and I've just been having an absolute blast. I didn't know a lot about people that had autism before I started working at this job, but it has been amazing. It's been so much fun, and so I've been focusing on that. And because I've been focusing on that, I have then not been doing a lot with my channel. Although, part of the, after that, in fact, it kind of fills all three of these categories. What I've been up to, what's next, and after that is I've been reaching out to a number of people to be able to set up interviews, because I figure that while I'm kind of waiting and trying to get into a better place financially and I guess emotionally, so that I don't seem like I'm this crazy person that's dating just to date, I was like, okay, instead of just date videos, although I know that that's what a lot of people come for, but if you read the comments, there's a lot of people that can't stand my date videos. And I definitely want to go on dates, not necessarily for you guys, but for myself. But I'm also kind of doing it when it feels like it's the right time for me. Like if I'd met a girl in the last few weeks, like naturally, and it felt right, I would definitely have gone on dates the last couple of weeks, and I probably would have asked. And if she had said yes to me filming, I would have filmed. And if she had said no, I would have still gone on dates, because that's what I want to do. That's a part of the where I'm going in my life. But I've also been focusing on making so I don't lose my job, and I get used to it, and I enjoy what I'm doing, and I really do. And so, I don't know, I feel like I'm in a good place with that, but I've also been thinking about my channel for the kind of things that I want to do. And so even though there are only 34 of you guys watching right this second, people will be watching this in the future and coming back and being like, okay, why aren't I seeing date videos? Maybe what's next? Maybe you're not wondering about that. But it's building up to what I'll talk about in a second, but one of the things to mention that I've been trying to do is setting up these interviews that I want to do with a variety of people. And I've still got a person that I've mentioned his name a few times before, Skylar Stone, that I'm working on. But I've got also like a comedian named Gareth Reynolds that I'm going to be working on. In fact, I went to his, has anyone heard of the Dollop podcast? Okay, it's Gareth Reynolds from the Dollop podcast, and if you haven't, go check it out. It's one of the funniest podcasts out there. It's Dave Anthony and Gareth. Dave Anthony reads to Gareth a history story, and then they talk about it. Find it anywhere you have podcasts, but Gareth, who I know because we were both, I went to a friend of mine, Eric and Melissa's wedding back in 2011, and I was the head usher, but a lot of weird things started happening at that wedding, right? Like one of the bridesmaids showed up bright orange, and the wedding singer showed up drunk, and a woman showed up, and she was sitting next to me at my table, and she asked me if I wanted to lose my virginity to her. Not normal things that happen. And then at the end of the night, a person got up and said, "Hey, you guys, a lot of odd things have been happening at this wedding, and that's because you're all on the show called the Real Life Wedding Crashers." So if you go to IMDb and look up Real Life Wedding Crashers, I was on an episode and we had a cast that included Ben Glebe, who was host of The Idiot Test, and Desi Gliddick, who was on The Daily Show. She's the one named Desi on The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. Catherine Reitman, who is the star of, I want to say it's Moms, right? No, not Moms. I'm blanking out on it. Her brother is Jason Reitman, daughter of Ivan Reitman, but no, what's her show? Crud, I'm forgetting the name of it. Is it in comments? Anyways, Catherine Reitman was there. She was the bridesmaid that was bright orange at the thing. And then Gareth Reynolds was one of them too. Robin Bain, who am I leaving out? Steve Byrne was there. They all crashed and filmed. It was put on by, it was Ashton Kutcher's company. So if you look up Real Life Wedding Crashers, I think there's a clip of it on Robin Bain's YouTube channel if you guys ever want to see that. But Gareth was on that. That's how I know him. He came into town this last week to do comedy. I recorded the Q&A. I'll put that up as a video. I'll end up interviewing him. But then I've got a couple of other fun interviews, including there's this really awesome YouTube channel called Law Talk with Mike. And Mike is a lawyer from Chicago. And he goes through and reviews different videos and puts a legal spin on it. I'm going to be interviewing him. But those are one things, okay? All right, now we're 17 minutes into this, and I'm finally getting to this big thing right here, which is also, I think, the name of this video. Excuse me. I'm going to Miami this week. If any of you guys are watching because you're familiar with who Fresh and Fit are, or Fit and Fresh, but they have a YouTube channel, Twitter following, Instagram. They're huge. And they did a video on me, and they're going to, this coming Friday, fly Fresh and Fit. I had the two main words, right? I got the order wrong. Sorry. My apologies. Violi. But yeah, Fresh and Fit invited me. Their fans, which are awesome, sent me a bunch of messages on Instagram, and they're like, yo, Skippy, Fresh and Fit want you to come on their show. They want to fly you out to Miami. And I was not sure if this was serious. And sure enough, I followed them. And as soon as I followed them and they had followed me back, they sent me messages like, no, we're serious. So this coming Thursday morning, either Wednesday night or Thursday morning, they're flying me to Miami, and I will be there Thursday, Friday, and I think coming back Saturday. They haven't sent me my itinerary, and I checked about 5 minutes before I started recording this. I'm leaving on Thursday. I don't have my actual flight number yet, so if Fresh and Fit are watching this, or if it gets back to them, send me my flight information, because otherwise I took off 2 days of work at the end of this week for nothing. But they're flying me out there. I'm ridiculously excited about it. I don't know everything that's going on. I had mentioned when we were DMing on Instagram that I would be guessing at what we're going to be up to. I watched a clip of their show, and I didn't want to watch too much because I wanted a lot of things to be, well, pardon the, for lack of a better word, I wanted things to be fresh for me when I get out to Miami. And so I sent today, like, hey, I know that you guys are busy, but I know that I'm going to be coming out there this week. Please send me, answer these 3 questions. Please send me the itinerary. Please tell me, give me a contact number of someone to be talking to when I get there, so that I'm getting off the plane and I know who to call or what to do. And then also, what's and about what we're going to do. And then I said, like, by the way, I'm going to go do a YouTube live tonight, and I'll be guessing what that is. And I got the response, can't wait to see it, but not the itinerary. Oh, someone sent me $5. Matthew Lemons says, Skippy, hang on, I'm going to go back up to Matthew Lemons. Fresh and Fit are frauds. They live with their heads up their own. If there's one intelligent, it would be to stay away from them. Matthew, why do you say that? And then Ostrike says, this is going to be an adventure. Where is the farthest I've traveled to? Okay. So again, with regards to the let's see, with regards to Ostrike's thing, this, where is the farthest that I've traveled to? I've never, with the exception of when I was a kid and my stepdad took me up to Canada, I've never been outside of the country. But I did go spend a summer driving tour buses up in Alaska, which was awesome. I called myself Captain Skippy because I was working for Princess Tours, and Princess is home of the Love Boat, and I referred to my bus as the Love Coach. And so I called myself Captain Skippy, and at one time I had the email address Captain Skippy. And like when we would go through a tunnel, I would call it the Tunnel of Love and tell people that they could kiss if they wanted to. And we referred to Alaska as the vacation spot for newlyweds and nearly deads. Because if you were just married or if you were retired and in your golden years, those are people that traditionally go up to Alaska. So I drove tour buses, and it was one of the funnest times in my entire life, and that is the farthest I've traveled to. I lived in Orlando in 2006. I have a video that doesn't, it's one of my most cringy videos. Called like Skippy Interviews Skippy or Intern Resting. And so I was 27, 28. Joey Fatone is at the end of it. That was the summer that I met and became friends with Joey, although Joey doesn't have my number and we don't see each other here. He was here in town for FanX, but just because we're Facebook friends, I didn't dare send him a message saying like, hey, it's me. We've been around each other like 5 times. In fact, here's a fun thing to tie it in. On the Real Life Wedding Crashers, at my friend's wedding, one of the guests at his wedding was Joey Fatone, because my friend happened to have been the band manager for the band Smash Mouth, and Smash Mouth had opened up for NSYNC on tour, so they all became friends, and my friends Eric and Melissa became friends with NSYNC, and so Joey actually went to that wedding, and so that's how I'm tying Joey Fatone in with that. But I met Joey the summer that I went down to Florida, and did an internship with Mitch English, the guy who gave me the nickname Skippy, on a nationally syndicated morning show called The Daily Buzz. And that was when I met Joey Fatone, and that's the end of that story. Okay. Okay, Mr. Nostalgia is insistent that I shouldn't go on because I'll be roasted. I get that. I'm, me going out to Florida, I fully understand is, there's going to be a lot of pointing out of my flaws. But, I don't know. That's okay. I haven't been out to Florida. If they're willing to pay for me to fly down to Miami and put me up and pay for my flight there and back, absolutely. And if they want to put me on a podcast where they roast me, here's my guess of what I'll do with Fresh and Fit on their thing. They wanted to set me up to either hang out with or go on the podcast with the girls. And so I saw a couple minutes of 3 different girls that were on the podcast. Fresh and Fit were talking to them, and then one of the girls started twerking, and while she was twerking, the other 2 were kind of ignoring her while she was twerking. Yeah, that was one of the clips. And so if they bring me in there and are like, Skippy, these are all the things that you're doing wrong, you know what? That's what a lot of people do. Here in the comment section already. The difference is I'll be in Miami while that happens. And I hope that that happens. And if it doesn't happen, then I've taken 2 days off of work, and I'll find out when I get to the airport. No, there is no ticket, but hopefully they'll send the information so that I didn't waste 2 days off and whatever. But if I go down there, they've got me in a hotel, and it's something where they like take me to the beach and help me get a tan or something. I don't know. A best case scenario for going on the show would be for them to say like, hey, here's some things that we see that you could stand to do with. My guess is they might do a makeover for me, because I've got the long hair and the beard, and they might be like, nope, get rid of all of that, let's give you a makeover. Okay, if they do that, that's fine. I still want the hair to go to like Locks of Love or place so that the hair can go to one of those places where the hair is worn by people that have cancer. But that's my only requirement with if they want to cut my hair. And I'm realizing so much more that I'm thinning up hair. So whenever I do get my next haircut, I'll never have hair this long again. So my days are numbered with this hair. And I don't know. But yeah, if they're willing to fly me down there, and if I see, I'm at 30,100, I think, subscribers on my channel. They've got like a few 100,000 or more subscribers on their channel. If 5% of their subscribers come to my channel, that will be 15,000 more people, and they are all welcome. And hopefully they stick around, but they don't have to if they don't want to. But I don't know. I'm open to the experience, and I guess that's what it is. All right. Any other questions? Let's see. Let's see. Just look up the Abs and Preach versus Fit and Fresh, and you will see the real Fresh and Fit. Mr. Nostalgia really does not like them. I just found Dude's channel today, and here he is on live saying he is going on Fresh and Fit. What are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? New York, what is it? Yanks, New York, 03. 1 in 117. Okay, let's see. Viola Woolley says, this guy just talks and never stops. Okay, Andrew, quick question for you. When me going live, do you want me to sit here and not say anything? Or earmuffs for little kids? Or how about this, Andrew? Fuck you, dude. I'm going live. Me not talking would be silence. I don't have another person here. So, with all due respect, Andrew Evans, fuck you. Okay. So, let's see. Hide user on this channel. Okay. Alright. Is there anything else? Did I own that guy? Oh, cool. I will take that. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, just scroll down. Okay. Andrew's gone. Give my girlfriend Vanessa a shout out, please. Ethan and Vanessa Robaugh. Did I say that right? Hey, Vanessa and Ethan. Thanks for joining me for a few minutes tonight. Yeah, let's see. We've got 35 people that are watching. I've been going at this for 30 minutes. It took me 10 minutes getting into it. I've got a fan there and a fan here because my room gets extremely hot. Oh, by the way, light and dark. These, I did laundry today, as is evidenced by my folded socks, right? Yeah. Good times. Okay, let's see. What else? Okay, so going down to Fresh and Fit, and then after, when I get back from Fresh and Fit, I will be looking into setting up the interviews with people like Skylar and Skylar and Mike. Again, his YouTube channel is Law Talk with Mike. Go check him out. Oh, holy crap! I can't believe I haven't mentioned this guy. I will be tweeting this out sometime. Most of you don't care. Alex Sulkin, the guy who played Quahog Jesus who plays Quahog Jesus on Family Guy. He is the head writer for the show. He co-wrote Ted and Ted 2. He created the show Dads, I think. Anyways, he has, we talked about it on the interview that I did with him. My very first of my interviews that I'm calling below average interviews with Skippy. I did a below average interview with Alex Sulkin, and we talked about how he's got a podcast coming up, and his podcast is out. He's done 3 episodes now, 3 or 4 episodes. Him and his friend Goldie, who's also a writer on Family Guy, and they have a podcast called Crud. I wrote it down. I listened to it this night. Anyways, look up Alex Sulkin and podcast, and I'm blanking out on it right now. But yeah, Alex Sulkin, his podcast is out. Go have a listen to it. I listened to the first episode. I haven't listened to the last 2, but it was really, really funny. Craig Kilborn does the introduction for it, what you talked about. Yeah, that was super fun. I told someone that I would talk about my my really quick Norm story. If you guys didn't see the day after Norm Macdonald passed away, I posted my photo with him. I met Norm Macdonald, and I had gone up to him after a show and said, "Hey Norm, I met Kevin Nealon. Kevin Nealon follows me on Twitter. Will you follow me on Twitter?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Really?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" I'm like, "You mean it? Awesome, okay." And I was like really excited, got our photos, and I left, and one of the people that works at Wise Guys told me later that he said, "Nah, I was just lying to the kid. That's not true." And then he said, "But he'll get over it, don't worry." And I think that that's hilarious. I'm totally fine with that. It was super fun to have met him the one time. He wouldn't remember me from Adam, but I was excited about that because he was one of my favorite comedians. Alex Sulkin and I even talked about him in the interview that I did with him. But yeah, that wasn't important. I'll go back to your guys' questions. Okay. Let me go up a little bit. Let's see. Imagine Skippy did some gaming streams now. That'd be epic. I don't game. I'm not a gamer. And that was Sean Kelly that asked that. It's Phoenix said, "Are you still a virgin, Skippy?" Yes, still a virgin. 43 and a virgin. I know. This guy? Huh? Him? No way. Not even possible. No, it's true. Let's see. Ethan, Vanessa Roba said, "Hope you go to Sundance again soon. Next time they have it." Definitely planning on going. My friend Rudy is coming out here, and we're both planning on going up there. Rudy is ginger, like me, a little bit shorter. We became friends after I was on Virgin Diaries the first time. He found my my Facebook profile back when I had it public, and now I don't anymore. But yeah, definitely going to Sundance. If Fresh and Fit do exactly what I think they're going to do, there will be another ABBA and Preach video about it. Skippy, you should collab with Russell Greer. It'd be really cool to see you team up with a disabled underdog. I'm open to it. I'm open up to collaborations with almost anyone. Let's see, Mr. Nostalgia, away Skippy, I have a question. What are your thoughts on ABBA and Preach? I haven't seen their stuff. I was just told that they did a video. A lot of people have done videos on me that I haven't watched those videos that they've done. I still haven't ever watched the Cody Co video, even though I know that he did one on me a long time ago. And I never saw the video that I guess I was mentioned in a PewDiePie video, but not totally. But I've never actually seen that. I couldn't find it when I looked it up. And so, no, I haven't seen the ABBA and Preach video. I just know that they did a video on me. If they want to have me on, I'm totally up for that. But I'm excited for Fresh and Fit because they invited me out, and supposedly they're sending me a plane ticket to go out there. And if they do, that will be awesome. And if they don't, it's gonna suck that I took 2 days off work only to have them not fly me out there, but I think they will. I'm optimistic. Okay, let's see, Ostrike, sure, let's see, Ostrike, thank you for standing up for me, Kaden S, sending love, Skippy, thank you, Kaden S, Ethan Vanessa, another Sundance video soon. I don't really have, so I could go back and see if my editor will take some of my old videos of me being up at Sundance and turn it into something, so I'll look into that. You ever looked into seduction guides on YouTube, and what do you think about them? Seduction guides. I could stand to learn the art of seduction. I think before I learn seduction, I should learn how to talk to girls without putting my foot in my mouth too much. But that's just censoring common sense stuff. I don't know. I'll get to that point, I'm sure. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything that's not about ABBA and Preach and Fresh and Fit. Metro, how have they been, Skips? I've been okay. If you weren't here at the beginning of this video, which I totally do not blame you because it was a rough first 5 or 10 minutes of it, the short of it is I've been working with people with autism, and I haven't been making a lot of videos because I've been trying to get my life in order that way. And I don't know, I used to have a really tough time getting to work on time, like a really, really tough time. And now I've only been late for work, I want to say like 3 times. And when I say late, I mean anywhere between like 2 and 7 minutes late. I've only been late like 3 times in the last 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, kind of thing, right? At my last job, I was late a ton. So I've made some good changes. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, even though I haven't gotten the fit part of myself yet, I'm still a chubby son of a gun. I'm happier than I was 2 or 3 months ago. I'm definitely happier than I was 2 or 3 months ago. And I think that will show up when I get back and am more social and doing things. I'm looking forward to the interviews that I'm going to be doing on my channel. I'm looking forward to seeing if this Fresh and Fit thing goes through, and if it does, I'm really excited about that. I obviously want my channel to grow. If you're watching this now or later and you want to click like and subscribe if you haven't, I would really appreciate that. And if not, it's okay. We're still friends. I am trying to make improvements. I want to be a better person and to have a better channel. I don't want to get in fights with people. I haven't been doing tons of begging. I think you guys will notice that, because I know that that wasn't something you guys wanted. It was tough for me not to want to talk a lot about that here, but I haven't. I think if I get a Patreon set up, then I'll just be able to come on and go like, hey guys, if you want to support me on Patreon, you can. Great. Yeah. But I think many of you know that I have a Venmo account. I sent out a tweet saying that if anyone wants their question for sure read, send me $2 or more on Venmo, and no one did that. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine, because I'm actually reading questions today. Speaking of, Ostrike says, do you worry about losing your brand and audience if you were to change? Here's the thing. The reason why I don't go, and that's a great question, Ostrike, and thank you, everyone that does one of those donate money questions. I'm for sure going to read it and address it. Ostrike, I don't call my channel Skippy the Virgin because I don't want to be a virgin my whole life. I want to get married. I want to start dating a girl, and I want to have kids, and I don't want people to think that right now that I'm like, if I lost my virginity in Florida, I would tell people I don't want it to happen, because, and I don't want it to happen because I think, I hope you guys understand how sincere I'm trying to be with this. I 100% feel that not just for myself, that for anybody, losing your virginity, regardless of being Mormon. I'm not saying this as a Mormon. I'm saying this as a person, okay? I think that a person should lose their virginity when it's right for them, not being pressured by anyone else to do it, not because you're whatever age, not because you have to, or people or society thinks it's good for you, or people think that you're a weirdo for it. I'm not a virgin still because I'm Mormon only. Don't get me wrong, that's one of the factors of it, you know. My religious beliefs have a lot to do with things that I think and believe, but I'm not so strict to being a Mormon that I am what you would consider like a typical Mormon, right? Like, I consider myself to be a more liberal Mormon. Like, I don't smoke marijuana right now, but I'm pro medical marijuana. I'm pro gay marriage. I'm pro I don't know, just heck, just being a Democrat in Utah is something that not a lot of Mormons are. Although there's, I'm finding that the more I look for it, there are more and more people I find that also share liberal views like that. But yeah, my being a virgin isn't because I'm a Mormon. Otherwise, if it was because I was a Mormon, I would have gotten married just so that I could have had sex and get that out of the way. But I really am of the opinion that a person should have sex when it's right for them, the right time, not because anyone, society says you have to. If you lose your virginity because someone drugged you and tricked you into it, that is, earmuffs kids, pardon my language, that is so fucked up. That is so fucked up. The person who did that to you, wow, regardless of your religion, would you say that qualifies as deserving of them going to hell? Because that is a horrible thing for a person to drug you to get you to have sex, or for someone to want to force you into doing something that you don't want to do. And I can hear in the back of my mind someone saying, like, the Mormon church trying to force you to becoming a Mormon. Fair point. I've heard people in the past say that, and while I believe things within the Mormon church are true, and I felt it was right for me, I'm not going to pretend like if someone wants to join the church because they know that I'm a Mormon, awesome. But if they don't, that's fine too. And I hope that spiritually, whatever you're up to or not up to, that you're in a good place. For me, I'm Mormon because I've had spiritual experiences, and it doesn't make sense to a lot of people, and there are some things that don't all the time make full sense to me, but I also can't deny experiences I've had. Okay, I want to go up because I missed a comment from someone just recently. Okay. Conspiracies of Our World says, can I make a video about you one day? A funny vid? Sure. Why not? What kind of video are you thinking? Okay, let's see. Alright, starting there and going down. Sorry if I've missed a bunch of your questions. If it's a money question, I definitely want to read it. Everything else I'm trying to get to. Let's see, I've been doing this about 46 minutes. It is 8:58 my time. How about this? I'll do this for 17 more minutes, and yeah, 17 more minutes, if that's okay with you guys. All right. Metro says, you're right, Skips. When I was 18, I had sex with a chick just because I didn't want to be a virgin anymore, and it was a bad experience. Sex only matters if it's with someone you love. Exactly. Metro gets it. I don't know. I don't think that if a person has sex and they were forced into it, that they would say, oh yeah, it was the best thing that I ever did. I would guess that someone would say, I wish that I had waited until it was the right time for me. That's just my guess. And I have heard some people say that and be like, oh, I had sex when I was like 14. I didn't really know what I was doing. I wish that I had waited, right? Cool. I am waiting, and I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't still be a virgin if some of the girls I had liked in the past had liked me back. I've said no to sex when there were times that I knew I could have, but I didn't want to because it wasn't right, and I feel bad because I still grabbed boobs and made out. I went further than I should have, and there were some times I made out with girls and grabbed their boobs consensually just because I was horny, not because I was in love with them, and I feel bad about that because I want to be the kind of person that only goes that far when I'm with someone that I care about. But sometimes you're horny, and if someone likes you back and enough to let you make out with them and stuff, I don't know. It happens. I'm not proud of it. Anyways, you guys get the point. Okay, let me see. But I'm good for you, Metro. Let's see. Good luck in the interview, Matthias. Thanks. Damn good stuff. I like what I'm hearing right now. Thanks, 40 Shorties. That boy got some play. Past tense, yes. Let's see. New York Phila, well then. This is awesome, my dog. New York Phila, what did I just walk in on? Exactly. Should we timestamp this when I post the video to that last part and say start afterwards, or should we say start before that little ramp that went on? Okay. Conspiracies of the World. Thanks, Skippy. It's going to be a video that's a part of our conspiracy parody video series where I make bizarre conspiracies about stuff. The video idea for you is Skippy, the Chad of the century. You know what? In some ways, that's fair. I haven't done a lot to dispel that. And I know that I'm cringy, and I hope in some ways that I'm getting beyond all of that. But no, I mean, yeah, that's fair to say. That's fair to say. I think that there are people that are more cringy than I am, that are worse than I am. I've been watching a lot of Sovereign Citizens and Frauditor videos lately. Schrodinger's Cat is a YouTube channel where he goes and he makes fun of or just kind of tears into people that are these frauditors, these First Amendment auditors who go into post office and just film people for no reason. When they say, "Hey, stop filming me," he keeps on filming me because he says it's their First Amendment right or something. This a-hole named Glenn Serio. Glenn Serio is a way bigger Chad than I am. PayPal Patty, who is everyone that dislikes him, I think, calls him PayPal Patty. He looks just like Bobby Hill from King of the Hill, and he is one of the most annoying people on the planet. He's a bigger Chad than I am, right? And if Skippy calls you a Chad, you must be a huge Chad or a piece of crap. I would give them the award before me, but that's my opinion. I could be wrong. No, I guarantee I'm right about Glenn Serio being a way worse person than I am. There's no question about that. No question about that. I don't want to even say his YouTube channel because I don't want anyone to go watch his videos and give a view to lead to a penny for him. He's a horrible human being. He's a racist, and I know he tries to fight cops and whatnot. Okay, let's see. You should maybe make a TikTok. Thanks for. I'm not good at my current social media, Ethan and Vanessa. Hi again, Vanessa. So I haven't ventured into TikTok. No, you don't dare put him on TikTok. He's too good for TikTok. Thank you. I mean, happy for you, Skippy. Sounds like fun projects. Thanks, Simone. Says, I think you would make a good TikTok. Thanks, Ethan and Vanessa. I'm still going to keep trying with this. Let's see. Violi, Bobby Hill, I'm telling you. I think if you put in PayPal Patty on YouTube, you'll see a video of this guy, and then you'll see him, and he looks just like Bobby Hill. It's crazy. And he has, there's a video out there of his wife, who is also a frauditor, recording herself saying, stay away, stay away. And I'm paraphrasing, so if I'm off on the words, but basically there's a video out there of her saying, don't come near me, you're beating, you're hitting me, I don't want you near me and stuff. And they've probably gotten back together because sometimes people never really get away from the people that physically abuse them. But PayPal Patty has allegedly beaten his wife, or at least there's a video of her claiming that he has. He's a horrible person. Glenn Serio is a racist. There's a video of Glenn Serio talking to a female cop using racist terms, and then him threatening to beat up cops. I don't know. I'm just saying. My point is, there's at least 2 people in the YouTube world that are worse than I am. So what does that put me at? Like the 3rd worst Chad on YouTube? I don't know. Let's see. Scroll down. Let's see. Okay, I don't think Chad is a bad thing. I can't think of a name. The new look is pretty great. New look, the same look I've had. It's just been slowly growing out. And I am really thinning up through here. So whenever I do get a haircut, I'm going to look super bald. But yeah, I don't know. In fact, just for fun of it, I will pull. Oh, this is going to look horrible. But I'll do this for a few seconds. That's my long hair pulled forward. Okay. Let's see. Speedy RL says, when was the last time you talked with a girl romantically or went on a date? The last time was a year ago. It was the date that I posted a few months back of our date from a year ago. So Yeah. Let's see. Actually, a year, almost and a half ago. Wow. Yeah. But again, to recap, I'm in a better place. The last few months, for like 6 months to a year, I was just trying to pull myself together. I hope you guys can see in this video. I feel like I'm starting to get my spark back again. I have a job that I really enjoy. I'm making enough money to be able to pay my bills. I'm not living in my mom's basement. Granted, my landlord, his nephew is going to be moving and he needs the room that I'm in, so I have to find a new place to live by December 1st. But for over 2 years now, haven't been living in mom's basement. Things are getting better for me. Okay, let's see. Mountain hiker, have you ever chatted with a celebrity on the phone after meeting them? Yeah, a few of them. I've got actually like 10 different celebrities' phone numbers in my cell phone. You pronounced it right the first time, Skippy. It's Wiley. Okay, cool. Conspiracies of our world. Maybe my video idea is a bit mean. No, conspiracy, do whatever you want to do. And you don't even need my blessing to do it, because people make videos about whoever they want. But here's me looking into the camera saying, conspiracies of our world, you have my permission to make this video. And then cue up the video or whatever. Anyways, let's see. Palms, would I marry a porn star? I don't know that a porn star would want to marry me and would enjoy sex with me. I anticipate that once I get married, for a while, I will be bad at sex. And if sex is important to a porn star, I don't know that they would even want to date a guy that has less than stellar genitalia and that is presumably going to be pretty bad at sex for a while. I hope that answer was good. Congrats. King Pook says, congrats on 30,000 subs. I gotta know, any life advice for someone who is in their early 20s? Yes. Keep a good credit score. Treat your credit score like you would... think about your credit score as much as you think about getting laid, because it's way more important for you in the long run to have a good credit score than it is to have good sex. From what I understand, as a person who hasn't had any sex but has had lots of trouble financially, think about your credit score as much as you think about sex, and try to make both really good. And that piece of advice is coming from a person that's a virgin with horrible credit. All right, let's see. My hair is Chad like, yes, you haven't been around, Robert June. I put it up just a couple minutes ago like this. Oh, hello, Skippy. I can't believe you're live. Wow. Hi, Kim. Speedy RL. Do girls ever approach you? Very rarely. No. Girls don't hit on me. I know. This, right? This? Girls aren't hitting on this? What? How is that possible? I know. It's crazy, but it's true. Let's see. Metro, be gone, spam bot. Tap on their name and block them. Don't mind if I do. Okay, there we go. This user's messages will be hidden. Okay, cool. There we go. Skippy, are you gonna go on a date this month? Not unless Fresh and Fit set me up on a date. Let's see. King Pook, thanks, Skip. You are the best. Also, you have a very nice face, and you are an attractive guy. Give yourself credit. I think I have potential for being an okay looking guy. I'm realistic that I do not look stellar, but that's okay. I don't anticipate that I'm going to marry a looks-wise 10, and a 10, and looks-wise 10s aren't hoping that I marry them, and attraction is important. So, like, I'll put it this way, and I've said this before. I think I actually kind of stole this from my friend Mitch English, who gave me the nickname Skippy. But he basically, the basic idea is that sometimes I'll have friends that will come up to me and be like, "Oh, Skippy, I've got the perfect girl for you," and I'll be like, "Okay, tell me about her." And they're like, "Okay, so she's also your height," and I'm like, and looks wise, and they're like, "Well, you guys are about the same weight, you know. Give a little bit, you know. She's a little bit of a bigger girl." And I stop them right there and I say, "Okay, so first off, she's about my height. She's about my weight. You're describing the perfect wrestling partner for me, not the perfect marriage partner for me." And so if the perfect girl for me happens to be my height and weight, okay, cool. I find that girls that are about my height and my current weight have really low self-esteem. Me too. I've got low self-esteem also. But I don't want to marry a girl with really low self-esteem. So if I were to marry a girl about my height and my weight, I would hope that she has a personality that's as outgoing. But you also can't fault me for, like, going for girls that are thin and pretty, the same way that you can't really fault girls for going for guys that are tall, dark, and handsome, right? And since I'm not tall, dark, and handsome, but if I encounter a girl that wants to marry that and she marries me, then she'll have settled on some things, but I'll have met her goals on other things. And I feel that, I don't know, we all go through that. Unless you're like crazy hot and crazy awesome person, you know, you usually don't get everything you want, and hopefully the things that you get are what makes you really, really happy. And the wealthier you are, the more likely you are to overcome some of your physical challenges, is my guess. I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay. Let's see. Best McDonald's nugget dip, honey mustard, no question. Skippy, real big fan. What's your type of girl in terms of looks? I kind of just answered that. J. Kim, message again if I didn't go over that just barely. We're getting a pretty good free show here. Oh, thanks, Ostrike. Crazy Kid G says, I love this video format. Cool, thanks. Metro, hi there. Still, you gotta love yourself before you can expect anyone else to love you. Yes, that's also partially why I haven't been going on dates and making videos. I have had, I've talked about this in other live videos and other things, but when I had my, when I had my kind of big breakdown, followed by a year later another breakdown. So about the time the H3 helped me out, I was going through another huge crisis in my life. I didn't love myself then. I was barely holding on. And that was my second big crisis in the last 3 years. The last 2 or 3 months, I've been getting better and better. Getting into a place that I want to be, and haven't been making lots of videos. I was making like what, $200 a month from YouTube video revenue. This coming month I'll be lucky if it's over $100, because you have to put out videos in order to make money. I haven't been relying on videos to make money in my life. I've been working a job where I get like about 25 to 30 hours a week, but I love what I do. I work with people with autism. I have a great employer. I have a great immediate supervisor. He is awesome. He's got ginger beard and drives a Tesla, and he's such a cool guy. I get to work with people with autism and be supportive of them and help them, and it's helped me, and it's made me feel a million times better. And yeah. So good things are happening that way. Let me get back to the videos. Let's see. You said some of your videos you were addicted to opiates. Why did you start on them? What opiates did you use, and how high was the doses at my worst? The worst I got to was 10 milligram, or 10 milligrams, or 10 7.5 milligram oxycodones, or perks. Anyways, it was 7.5, 350. I don't know. I wasn't great on all the things, but because I've always had kidney stones, I would go. The way I'd gotten addicted to the pain pills was I had gotten. I had kidney stones. Went in. Doctor gave me pills. All of a sudden, I was like, "Whoa, these are amazing!" And when they were no longer there, I got a refill because I was still having kidney stones, and just spiraled for there. That started in 2011, and went through 3 or 4 years ago. Anyways, let's see. Let's get back to fresh and okay. Let's see. Skippy, come to Ohio. You can find love here if you're not picky on looks. Chris Smith, to you I would say OH, and wait for your reply. I'm actually, and I know you're gonna hate this, Chris Smith, but I serve my Mormon mission in Michigan, and I am a huge fan of Michigan, but I realize that some of God's children are in Ohio, and so I don't hate you like other people in Michigan hate people from Ohio. That's just where you live. And for those of you who don't know, Michigan and Ohio are huge rivals. So that's what that was about. Crazy Kid says, I love this video format. Speedy, the goal is to marry a super hot blonde girl. For some people, yes. Don't listen to that moron talking bad about Fresh and Fit. He's just trying to stir up drama. Ignore him. Okay, that's fair. Let's see. Snipe Squad, Fresh and Fit, woo. Fresh and Fake, more like Fresh and... anyway, no, Fresh and Fit, hopefully they'll follow through, because we're 4 days away and they still haven't sent me my plane ticket, but I have faith that they will, and I'm looking forward to going out there and seeing what's up. I've never been to a strip club. Maybe they'll take me to a strip club. Although, I don't... The idea of having an erection around other people doesn't sound like a great thing. Although I know that lots of people make their money off of both being a stripper and, I don't know, owning strip clubs or whatever. But, yeah, I don't... the couple of times that I've been with a girl and I've had the grinding and I've had the like noticeable erection with a girl and it was approved, I wouldn't have wanted anyone else in the room with me at all. And so, yeah, I haven't gone to a strip club for many reasons. Oh, for one, porn is on the internet. Do people not know that? Do people that go to strip clubs not know that porn is on the internet and you can go look that up without making it rain and spending money that way? Or is a girl with glitter on her body rubbing up on you better than masturbating at home and saving your money and paying your bills? Okay, let's see. Ostrike, helping people is something few people have the honor of pursuing. That's worthy of at least some respect. Thank you. Chris Smith, OHIO. Okay, I knew Chris Smith would do it back. I have friends that served their Mormon missions in Ohio, and one of them told me the way you know that someone's from Ohio is if like you walk by them and say OH, and they conversationally say IO, and you don't have to say anything more than that. So I think that that's really fun. Let's see, I'm a Miami Hurricane fan, even though I live in Ohio. That's awesome. Epic NT, I guess fluffy girls are out. Fluffy girls with great personalities that have, I don't know, like the same way that for thin, really attractive girls, am I a fluffy guy? For a thin, attractive girl with a great or a horrible personality, am I a fluffy guy? Am I out for them? Would you say to insert really hot famous girl here? I'll go way back to the 80s. Would you say to Kathy Ireland, hey, do you date fluffy guys? I don't know. Look her up. The name was Kathy Ireland. She was in a movie called Necessary Roughness. And when I was 13 going through puberty, she was one of the hottest women on the planet. And I feel like now would be good for an NBC The More You Know. Going across? Yes. Kathy Ireland, as a teenager, very... Okay, you know what? This brings me to something that is off topic, but I'm going to talk about really quick. I realized one of the reasons why part of my thinking about maybe it's sex in general is behind was because I grew up in a day and age, and this isn't an excuse. This isn't an excuse. I'm just letting you know. I would say it's a factor. It's not the primary factor, right? In the 80s and 90s, movies were like Revenge of the Nerds, right? And Porky's, and Scott Baio, aka Bob Blah Blah, had a movie with him and Willie Ames called Zapped, and Heather Thomas, who was also on Fall Guy, Scott Baio used his powers and girls' bras came off, right? And I grew up in a time where, as a kid going through puberty, these 80s horny teenage movies that you don't see now, like you're not seeing even Superbad, right? Superbad wasn't about like let's go see tons of naked women. You know, in Superbad you had like Jonah Hill and Michael Cera liking a girl, wanting to make out with her, but there wasn't like a scene where there was like tons of nudity in the background, right? So for kids that were of an age where what they saw as an R-rated, oh my goodness sakes, it's an R-rated movie and there's nudity in it, it wasn't the way it was in the 80s where people weren't, I don't know, like Harvey Weinstein was having a field day, like giving women parts if they would like have sex with him or strip for him. Like, the casting couch was a huge thing, and so is it any wonder then that people were making movies in the 80s where women were just fully objectified? And so like sex was such a part of like, okay, high school, movies, everything. Who cares what a woman is like? All you care about is I don't know. I hope you get what I'm trying to get at is that how sex was presented as a teenager was either the Mormon version, right? Which was like, no. Wait until marriage. Don't think about this. If you think about it, repent of it, stay away. Or what the world was presenting, which was, if you get superpowers, mind you, we didn't have Marvel movies then, because if a Marvel movie had been made in the 80s, it would have been Iron Man making like just see-through glasses so that he could see Pepper Potts and Scarlett Johansson naked, and that would have been the primary goal of a movie in the 80s or 90s. And so as I kind of grew up and had to find out what I wanted in life, and as movies started to reflect respect for women, and I didn't have girls that I could just turn to. Um, I didn't have sisters. Any guy that had a sister probably has a very different look on talking to girls, and that grew up around a lot of women. I mean, I didn't want to talk with sex. I didn't want to talk about sex with my mom because you, right? And with my friends, even if they were like horny Mormon teenagers, we didn't talk about sex tons either because we all wanted to go on Mormon missions and stuff. So, and you couldn't have sex before you go on your mission if you were going to go. So I didn't have like lots of places to have normal, healthy conversations and guidance about sex and stuff. And so all of those kind of things that I should have been thinking and talking about came later in my life. That was a long diatribe that none of you guys needed. There's only 36 of you guys watching. Holy crap, it's 9:28. I should wrap this up in the next 2 minutes. Are there any last... yeah, JC Comer says, yay, Porky's. Yeah, every movie... the first porno magazine I saw was like literally out in the woods. Like some older teenage boys had gotten hold of one and left it out in this like treehouse that was out in woods behind where I lived. You know what I mean? Lots of teenage boys in the 80s knew of woods and where porno magazines were, and that's where you go watch that. Because again, no one wanted to have an erection around their parents. Why have I said the word erection so many times on this video? Let's see. So wrapping this up right now. Sorry how long this has gone on. Let's see. Ever been to LA? Yes, Ethan, Vanessa. That's a fun and good question. I moved out to San Diego because my friend Mitch English, who gave me the nickname Skippy, was working at a TV station in San Diego. He wanted to know if I would work with him there, but he didn't have the ability to hire me. So when I went out there, I didn't end up getting hired. And when I didn't get hired, I was trying to think of what I'd do. My grandpa unfortunately passed away, and I was given $5,000. And so I took that $5,000 and I moved to LA to try and make it, right, and try and get my own reality TV show. I found an apartment on Craigslist, and I lived in a place just off of Fairfax and Pico, and I lived there for about 3 or 4 months. It was while I was there that I was on the, you know, the Catfish show. Holy crap, okay, Awesome Strike, for no reason, my man. Awesome Strike, thank you. Holy cow, that's awesome, man. You just made my day. That's so cool. That was worth the whole time of being here. Totally worth. Man, that's awesome. Thank you, Awesome Strike. And I don't know who you are. Send me a message on Cameo. It costs 99 cents if you send me a message. I'll turn on free DMs, and then we'll talk about, like, I don't know, I'll send you a I don't know, something. But yeah, Awesome Strike. Yeah, let me see. Ostrike, I'm trying to think, how is a way to... Crap. Is there a way to prove that it's you, so that if you were to send me a message on Cameo, that I would know it's for sure you, and not other people seeing this and then say, hey, this is Awesome Strike. Crap. I don't know. If you or I can think of a way, I'd love to be able to send things for that. You know what? This is a good time to end this because I don't know that I can forget about it. Are you sure? Because I really, if there's a way for me, wow. I don't. Should I name this video? Should I rename this video? Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll put. I'll rename this video afterwards. I'm going to Miami, and then I'll put, and thanks, Ostrike. Rename it that way. Does that work? Something like that? I'm ending the video anyways. Thank you guys so much. If and when Fresh and Fit fly me out to Miami, I'll take lots of video and we'll talk lots about it. When I can. I'm not sure if they'll want me to not post video. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If they don't send me out, I'll clearly be talking about that. But I have faith that they will and that it will be a lot of fun. I don't know what I've got. I don't know what to anticipate for it, but it should be fun. And my hope is that people, if you are a fan of Fresh and Fit, please subscribe to my channel and click on like on the video. Oh, and someone, and SkyKC86 just showing support. Thank you, SkyKC86. Wow. And SkyKC86, are you from Kansas City? Because I actually really like Kansas City a lot. I'm not just saying that. A good friend of mine named Jason Cheney is from Kansas City, and then David Koechner, who played Champ on Anchorman. It's weird to say, but I consider Dave Koechner a friend, and he does this thing out in Kansas City called Big Slick in Kansas City, called Big Slick, where him and Paul Rudd and Cameron from Eric Stone Street, where Eric Stone Street, and then the guy who on The Hangover says in the face, and he served in the military. Anyways, so a bunch of these comedian guys, they do this thing. So Dave Koechner and his ex-wife Lee are what I consider friends, and because of them, if I was to list my 3 favorite NFL teams, I would say number 1 is the Seattle Seahawks. If you guys don't know that story, I can tell it later. Number 2, I would probably put as Kansas City, and then number 3 is you know what? So I guess I just have a main top 2. But yeah, anyways, SkyKC86, thanks so much. And of course, Ostrike, you guys really, what a way to end this. Thank you guys so much. I'll be posting videos later. 83 minutes long. Yikes. Okay. Thanks, guys. Bye.